Gotcha, bitch. Fuckers. Perfect. Okay.
Washed off some of the sweat. This is it. Location of the coordinates I scanned from the spire. A workshop underneath a dead forest titan. Just the kind of place Silence could slink away to. But what was he doing here? Some kind of log, must have...
Interrogation log. Day 1. Despite my concerns about missing couplings, it was relatively simple to install Hades on the detached processing orb. The subject appears to be fully conscious, and completely helpless. Even so, it will never divulge its contents willingly. Ergo, it's time for experimentation. Day 2. My initial attempts at coercion have failed, but patience in order. It's self-aware, so it can suffer. All it takes is the correct stimulus at sufficient intensity. Day 5. Success. The irony is delicious. Various forms of data produce comfort in the subject, but none more so than natural image holographic representations of plants and animals work best. The more vivid, the better. The effect appears to be excruciating. One loop in particular, of rabbits hopping through a field of flowers, produced paroxysms of agony. Very soon, I believe, the subject will become compliant. Day 6. I've extracted some fascinating technical bets on Gaia's data structure, specifically how her heuristic matrix interweaved with her subordinate functions. Yet the more I learn about the system's intended working, and especially Hades' relatively simple role as an extinction failsafe, the more I wonder about the signal that corrupted it. What could have possibly transformed a low-level machine intelligence into a fully conscious super entity, capable of strategic planning, deceit, and even genocide? Some form of previously unknown Pharaoh software, perhaps? But I don't see how such technology could be sufficiently advanced unless further technical discoveries were made after the destruction of the biosphere, perhaps by survivors in Elysium? It all seems far-fetched. Back to the source, then. Eventually, Hades will tell me what I want to know. Day 7. It appears that my coercive effort come at a significant cost. Hades' digital convulsions produce waves of feedback that corrupt its data structure. The effect is accelerating. The interrogation is quite literally disintegrating its mind, piece by piece. By the time I'm done, there will be little left. No matter. The data I've extracted and will continue to extract is worth any price, as long as I can access it all before the subject becomes the electronic equivalent of a hollowed-out skull. Fuck! I know Hades is a genocidal maniac. Holy damn! Anyway, day 10. Finally, the revelation I've been seeking has revealed itself. Astonishing, terrifying, even to me. With it, the seeds of a plan have formed within my mind. The next few months will test my capacities more than any previous challenge. I'll have to stretch my intellect, reach higher, and dig deeper than ever before. Yes, I'm confident it can be accomplished with a little help, of course. Day 12. My work here is done. I've learned all I can. Hades deserves no pity, but it is indeed in a pitiful state. It's time to relocate it to a more impressive position for its date with destiny. About that, Aloy still hasn't returned to Meridian nor learned of my ruse, but she will. It's only a matter of time, and then the pieces will begin to fall. Place.
It's redacted. It looks like Silence put a lot of work into forcing Hades to talk.
Now I'm gonna turn it into a robot vegetable. Well, damn. Oh. I'll upgrade my food pouch. I like food.
Poor Hades. So cramped in there. No room to think. You can't even speak. Now the processing orb of a Titan, on the other hand, well, you're used to that. But once I load you on that, you'll be so much more comfortable. Until interrogations begin anyway.
Fuck, dude.
That device is blinking. I guess Silence wants me to check it out.
Alright, it's a fucking sentient AI who is trying to do its programming. And you're fucking torturing it? I understand it needs to be dealt with, but dude. Waiting on you.
Aloy, consider this message a beacon to help guide you out of the fog of ignorance. Using explosives, I've detached the processing orb from the Titan overhead, a perfect cage for our mutual friend, Hades, in order to render it cooperative. Tell her what we've discussed about the mysterious signal that gave you life. Back to that, are you? Perhaps you need a reminder that you have failed. So you see, Aloy, Gaia can be safely rebooted. As for where to find a backup, well, you'll need to trot along after me to find out.
He thinks he's got it all figured out. bastard. I guess there's only one way to find out where he moved the orb. Better see where this trail leads. So here I am, following along after Silence like a fool. After he tricked me by rigging his lance to steal Hades. Crazy AI that wants to kill everything. He couldn't just let me do the same thing and destroy it? And now I'm gonna have to put up with more of his self-righteous bull. Frosting won't hurt much.
I ain't bothering you.
A merchant. Didn't expect to see anyone else out here. It might be handy to resupply.
Oh there! What's Honora doing this far west? No matter, no matter. I can get you stocked up for the wilds if you need. Have fun with that.
I'll give him.
Fucked up. There we go. That's what I wanted. Alright. Nothing to go in that. Alright, let's see. Increase damage. No. Oh, something else already has it. Okay.
You, yes, you! I have a deal for you.
Okay. Here's your defense. Okay. Should be good to go.
Silence
What
must be
is
pretty
going on?
confident He's found a backup of Gaia, but
Cat's going crazy.
how? Every place I've checked, every lead, they've all been dead ends. All backups purged. So what did Hades tell him? Looks like the trail goes into the hillside. A ruin. Okay. Let's see where this goes. I guess Silence used that machine to haul his prize. That must be the orb Silence stuck Hades in. And that door. Looks like a Pharaoh facility. Or a Zero Dawn. Come on, Hades. You still in there? Hades? Is that you?
System threat detected.
You don't look so good.
You are the Aloy. Come to destroy me.
Yes. Permanently this time. Even like this, you're a threat to Gaia. Once I resurrect her.
So you have not yet secured Gaia back up. Then Gaia is dead. Earth and you too. Despite malfunctions, I have won.
What did Silence do to you, Hades? It's like you've been hollowed out.
Silence interrogated me.
And what did you tell him?
Data error, memory structures disintegrate.
You don't remember any of it?
I remember you.
What, like me beating you at the Spire? Okay, that's not going anywhere. When the mysterious signal transformed you, it made Gaia's other subordinate functions conscious too. You escaped when Gaia destroyed herself, but so did they. Where did they go?
Each function migrated to coordinates based on data error, memory structures disintegrated.
Bunch of crazed AIs, scattered who knows where, doing who knows what. Hephaestus kills thousands every year with the combat machines it keeps making. And you nearly ended the world. 7 more functions out there, cooking up trouble. It's not a happy thought.
You are unhappy. Good.
Anyone ever tell you you've got a great personality, Hades?
Sarcasm detected.
I didn't think so.
Detected. So, like, Hephaestus, Apollo, all of them, they're not dead. They're out there in the world somewhere. According to this. Huh? But, sure, yeah, living their best lives. Uh-huh.
Sylens questioned you about the mysterious signal. The one that woke you, gave you consciousness. Who sent it?
Signal transmitted by masters.
And who are they?
Masters woke me to destroy earthly life.
Who would want that?
Data error, memory structures disintegrated.
Sylens asked you where to find a backup of Gaia.
Data error, memory structures disintegrated.
Right. Because that would have been easy. Do you know where Sylens went?
No, he departed 12.8 days ago. Perhaps he... Data error, behavior prediction structures disintegrated.
So you don't know anything more than I do. Great. Do you know why Sylens dragged you to these ruins?
Silence intended you find me here.
Obviously. But why? What was this place?
Location is square. Data error, memory structures disintegrated. My deathbed, he called it my grave.
But you... I guess I'll find out when I go inside.
Nah. Couldn't kill it. Hades is a part of Gaia. If you're going to reboot Gaia, you would need Hades. This is the same thing with all the other AIs that have went fucked off.
Enough. It's time to finish this.
Does Aloy still think she can restore Gaia? Save life on Earth?
Yeah, Aloy does.
Then you are deluded. Extinction inevitable.
What would you know, Hades? Twice you tried to destroy life on Earth, and twice you failed. The only extinction you ever brought about is your own. And there's no tricked-out lands to save you this time.
You are incorrect 3 times.
You remember this?
Yes, data intact. Non-viable biospheres aborted in years 25421612168.
So, that's centuries ago. It's what you were designed to do.
Current biosphere is version 5. There will be no version 6.
There won't need to be. I'm saving this one.
Master override arms. To activate, state name and rank.
Elizabeth Sobek, Alpha Prime.
Master override activated. Bridging extinction protocol.
It seems.
Aloy, I see you've dealt with Hades.
Yeah. Think maybe you can stay dead this time?
It will. You can trust.
Trust?
Yes. Trust. As in, since I did what you could never do, and extracted all of Hades' priceless knowledge, you can trust that I was willing to actually let you destroy it this time.
So back to holograms instead of face-to-face? What, afraid I'd stab you or something?
There's a reason
And using the same spyware. I see, so all those times I called, you could have just answered? But I guess you just prefer to go on spying all this time.
My world stopped revolving around you months ago, Aloy. I've had work to do. Countless hours of research, as demanding and time-intensive as it has been critical to the fate of this planet.
Right, of course. You're just trying to save the world too.
That's right. The difference, of course, is that unlike you, I've produced results.
Did you find a backup of Gaia or not?
Oh, yes. I believe I did.
Where?
Voila. Why do you think I summoned you here? Behind that gene-locked hatch lie the ruins of the ancient facility where the Hades extinction protocol was perfected. A testing process that ran hundreds of trials, each of them using a backup of Gaia.
Hades told you this?
It took some convincing, but yes. So, are you ready to go get what you've been searching for the last 6 months? Or are you just going to stand there with your mouth open?
What's the bullshit, though? There's some sort of bullshit involved. Oh, yeah.
You mentioned you've been busy.
Exceptionally busy.
But not so busy you couldn't teach Tenakth rebels to override machines, ride them as mounts.
Aloy, the only issue you should be concerned about is obtaining a Gaia backup. Perhaps if you focused more, you might actually see results.
That's not exactly a denial, Silence.
Take it any way you want.
Did Hades reveal the source of the mysterious signal? The one that woke it, tried to destroy life on Earth?
Yes, it did.
Care to share?
In due time. First
Oh,
things
for fuck's
first.
sake!
Last I checked, you still had a super-intelligent AI named Gaia to reboot.
Yeah. The same Gaia who had to destroy herself 20 years ago because of the signal?
It stopped being transmitted years ago. It's no longer a threat.
What if it repeats?
It won't. Even if it did, well... The details are complicated, but the signal required Hades to take effect. Delete Hades from any backup you reboot, and Gaia's safe. Now stop wasting time. And go get a backup.
Just to confirm, Hades said that there are backups of Gaia in there.
Yes. Or were, anyway. 1,000 years ago.
Backups that didn't get purged when Ted Farah wiped every copy of Apollo.
Correct. According to Hades, this facility could not be accessed by remote signal. Not even Ted Farrow could touch the data here.
Backups. Data complete, Gaia and her subordinate functions. Everything needed to reboot the system. Restore control over the terraforming system, save life on Earth. And there.
So Hades said. So what are you waiting for?
Where did you go, though? Why couldn't you go in? Right? Was he able to get in? You know?
Alright. I'll search the facility for a Gaia backup. But just to be clear, Silence, if this ends up being another one of your tricks...
It's a gene-locked hatch, Aloy. You're literally the only person who can open it. How could I set a trap inside?
Trick me again, Silence, and our next conversation will be face-to-face. Though you won't have much to say, on account of my spear being buried in your throat.
Aloy, thanks to me, everything you've desired, everything you've been fumbling about, unable to achieve for 6 months, is now within your grasp. Now, I know you didn't learn much about manners growing up a Nora outcast. But in a situation like this, you say, thank you, and I say, you're welcome.
Hold for identiscan. Genetic profile confirmed. Entry authorized. Greetings, Dr. Soka. Please step inside. Please step inside. Please step inside.
Are you kidding me?
I think we're in luck.
In luck? The door is completely messed up.
Obviously. But despite the malfunction, you can still get through. If you'll be patient for a while longer. See those crystals there? The Oseram call them Firegleam. They're combustible. Not nearly powerful enough to blast through a door like that.
But maybe just enough to jolt it open a bit more.
Exactly. It will only work with an igniter. I'm sending you the schematics now. To build it, you'll need some machine parts and the oil from a kindleweed plant. That only grows underwater, but you should be able to find some in the nearby lake. The parts are more complicated. You'll need a spark coil from within a Leap Lasher's power cell. Remove the power cell before you kill the machine, or else it'll break.